What's up guys, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Sun and Moon coverage. And this is slightly different to the video we had earlier today, because this is technically like a leak video. Not necessarily a leak as such, but sort of a slip up, I guess you could say, from the Pokemon Company. Basically, this is to do with the Japanese website and possible typings for, further evolutions of the starters. So if you don't really want to be spoiled about that, at least until you get revealed, the Pokemon Company actually reveal them properly, then of course you can click off this video now. Fair enough, off you pop, whatever. But if you're interested in hearing, a possibility basically of this, extra typings for Rowlet, Litten, or mainly Litten and Popplio, because obviously we know Rowlet already, carry on watching. So basically on the Japanese website here, you can see basically on Rowlet's page we have this sort of, it's in Japanese obviously, but it gives details about Rowlet and such, type, what species of Pokemon it is, what's its name, how tall is it, how much does it weigh, and its typing here you can see, and probably its ability at the bottom. But you can see, as opposed to the English site, the typing here isn't just like grass flying as in text. You actually have an icon for grass and an icon for flying. Now, the way this was discovered is if you right click on that and you click open image in new tab, you get the image opening in a new tab with the Pokemon.co.jp, obviously Japanese, x sun_moon Pokemon images icon 01.png. And then if you go to flying and you do the same, open image in new tab, we have icon 2, and it's the same link apart from instead of icon 1 is icon 2. Then if we go onto Litten's page and we scroll down and we go to the fire symbol and we go open image in new tab, it's icon 4. So we have icon 1, 2 and 3, and 1, 2 and 4 rather, but what happened to 3? Well, if we then quickly, because obviously Earl manipulation, you can just change the Earl. I mean, it's not really manipulation, it's just going to Earl, but obviously you can access items that are in the web page but aren't actually on the web page. So if you change to icon 3, you get this, and that is the ground type symbol, whatever, for ground. So it's a bit interesting that 1 is grass flying, 1 and 2 are grass flying, then 3 and 4 are ground and fire, not fire ground, ground fire. Then finally, if we go onto Popplio's page and we go to those water typing and we click open image in new tab, this is actually icon 5. So 1 and 2 with Rowlet, then we have ground as 3, fire as 4, and then water is 5. And then finally, if we change it to icon 6, we have this typing come up, which is a different colour to the fire one, and it is the fighting typing. So it's possible that when they went ahead and did the web page, basically they said, right, we need these two types, they put these types on, and they've possibly added these extra types as sort of extra for the future. But obviously, oh yeah, it's just all the types, they've just filled in gap, whatever. But if we go to icon 7.png, it gives you a page not found. Page we're trying to access was not found. So there are only 6 icons there, and they're grass flying for Rowlet, ground and fire, and then water and fighting. So this would suggest, if you were to sort of draw conclusions from this, that Litten's final evolution is going to be a fire ground type, and Popplio's final evolution is going to be a water fighting type, or maybe middle evolution as well, who knows. So it's a possibility that this is the case. Only other thing to look out for that I will think about is the fact that ground is the 3rd icon and then fire is the 4th, rather than whereas with Popplio's water is the 5th and then fighting is the 6th. So why would ground be before fire? This is a possible fact, possibly that the final evolution of Litten is a ground fire type, so ground is the primary type over fire. I don't know why they would do this. There's no real reason for them to do this. They've never done it before with the start of Pokemon to sort of start with a fire type and then shift it to a secondary typing or any other type at all. It's possibly just the way it was assigned when they actually came on and did it and thought, right, we need these 6 typings, just put them in, and someone just entered them the wrong way around possibly, and it wasn't, they didn't think, oh, let's change it because it would make sense that way. It's possible that was the reason why. So yeah, that's really all it is here. There's nothing extra I could find by changing other stuff. Like if you go on the picture of Popplio and its art is Pokemon partner free images art.png. If you change it to partner 4, even as there's not more than 3 starters, but if you change it to partner 4 again, you get a page not found. And the only page on the Japanese website so far are the the pages for the starters, so there's nothing extra you can really go and find at the moment. Possibly when they upload sort of like the legendaries or something along those lines, it could be possible that that you get some more stuff, coming up. But it's less likely now because I'm sure the people that run the site will have heard about it possibly. If it gets out there, there's nothing on the English site either because it's all done by text again, so there's nothing too much extra to say here. But yes, possible typings for further evolutions of Litten and Popplio being Fire Ground and Water Fighting. Discuss. I feel like Fire Ground will be. I don't want a Fire Ground typing for the Fire line because that makes it 4 times weak to water. Not very strong. It's exactly the same as Camerupt, and especially if they're going to liken it to a volcano or something along those lines because it is Hawaii. That is going to be a waste. It's going to be very similar to Camerupt and also Torkoal too. And a Fire Ground would, in general, in my opinion, at least make it very, fairly weak. Because obviously, then looking at Rowlet is immune to ground and has, sort of a neutral. Grass is then neutral against Litten's final evolution, so that's my only gripes there. And then Popplio's final typing being Water Fighting. It's decent, fair enough. I'm not going to complain about that because Water Fighting isn't that common a typing. It is another fighting type though, unfortunately, because we got a fighting type like every single generation. We had Grass last time, and obviously then Gen 5 we had Fire one, and then Gen 4 we had Fire, and then Gen 3 had Fire. So thankfully it's not a fire fighting type, that's the good one. But it still is a fighting type. So we'll see. I feel like Popplio can evolve into a pretty badass water fighting type, but I guess we'll have to see, for more reveals until that point. For now, guys, let me know what you think. Are you sort of convinced that these are going to be the typings we get because of the fact that there are only 6 typings up there, or are you a bit more skeptical and thinking, they just put them on there as duds, or it's just they're just there because for an unrelated reason to throw us off possibly. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know what you think about a Fire Ground and a Water Fighting type for the 2 starters, and if this would change which starter you're planning on getting, for example. Look out later in the week as well. I'm doing speculation videos on each of the starter lines, talking about what future evolutions of Rowlet, Litten and Popplio might be like, design-wise, and stuff like that. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, guys, and leave a comment with your thoughts down below. But for now, this is going to be it for me for today. Thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you next time. Goodbye, my friends.